Hello, 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 hello. So, hello everyone. Today we are here to discuss on the topic, and I would say that a controversial topic, which cannot reach on its conclusion. It is a topic on which most of the views are very divided. It is a topic currently very debatable, and the newspapers have been bringing out this topic time and again. Now, it is a question that is India ready for uniform civil code? We have to understand this thing that uh, this question was again debated during constituent assembly debates, and it was found that that time India was not ready for uniform civil code, though it was thought that in the future India might become more rational and modernized. So it was added into the directive principles of state policy. Anyway, so it imposes a duty on the state to implement uniform civil code, but again, uh, imposing it on the society will not be a right step according to me. Now, we have to understand that why uniform civil code cannot be implemented right now. Now, Indian society is a society where the modern values and traditional values both coexist together. It is a society where the feudal values and urban centers both again coexist. India has seen the modernity, India has seen the humanism, but it has not impacted, the Renaissance has not impacted the complete nation. And that's why we again say that India is a nation in making. Still, the regional values, the people are more connected to their religion apart from the national values. So I would say that nationalism or unification is a feeling which should not be imposed from above. It is a consistent process through which the people go and develop on their own. So, uniform civil code implementing through laws through external forces, I think, may disrupt the society. On the other hand, as the people will move towards modernization, as the people will move towards rationality, and it will impact the whole parts of the country, I think these secular values may be imparted. Then we should ask this question, that is it necessary to impart the secular values at this point of time? Still, imparting secular values again is a very controversial topic. India has a different version of secularism. It is a very tolerant version of secularism. It is a secularism where the multiple religions coexist very harmoniously. Unlike the Western concept, which is intolerable, I would say that they are on the basis of homogeneity. India's version of secularism, on the other hand, is very heterogeneous. So I think India itself is a secular in its own way. Applying or implementing uniform civil code will be like imposing the Western concept of secularism on Indian society, which I think at this point of time India is not ready for it. Why? Because uh, there is another uh, like another face of it. Let's see that India's version of secularism, which is tolerant, is itself is a progressive version of secularism. It is tolerant, it is inclusive. So why should we go to the regressive form of secularism, which is intolerant? The world itself is moving towards tolerance, and it is moving towards inclusivity. If we see in the complete world that where the more rights are being provided to the LGBT community, so it is about world becoming more inclusive. So imposing uniform civil code on the complete nation will be against its own diversity and inclusivity. Let's keep it aside. Let's come out to our constitution only. In our constitution, this inclusivity and diversity has been mentioned in various provisions. Like, say, for example, our fundamental duties talks about fraternity. Our preamble talks about fraternity. Why? Because it seeks to promote brotherhood among all the diverse society. Say, for example, this the right to religious freedoms under Article 25 to 28. Again, recognize all the religions, including minorities. Right? Schedule 5th and Schedule 6th seeks to promote the cultural values of tribals. Our whole basis of states states reorganization was on the basis of language and culture. So our complete setup recognizes its diversity. Our unity itself is dependent on respecting its diversity. Or in other words, if I say that in India we respect diversity to promote unity. So I think promoting unity or respecting diversity has nothing to do with promoting uniformity. So uniform civil code is different from respecting the diversity, is different from promoting unity. Unity will come through developing nationalism, which is a very long process, uh, and it is still happening, and that's why we say India is a nation in making. So I think that at this point of time, imposing uniform civil code is not a correct will not be a correct step. uh, and like even the 21st Law Commission in its report had said that the implementation of a uniform civil code is neither necessary nor desirable. So finally, I would say that its implementation should be left to the people to themselves decide whether they want it or not. And in this regard, the views of minority, the views of all the culture, all the religion, all the parts of the country should be taken into account, including the scheduled tribes as well. After all, India has been following the secularism of Sarvadharma Sambhava, which is a Gandhian secularism, which is all inclusive, all tolerant, all harmonious. That's all, friends. Thank you.